Hello everybody, my name's Drew and welcome back to Feed the Beast. That's right, it's Feed the Beast time again. You're going to join into the actual intro to what was supposed to be this video, but I had to re-record it. It got a little garbled, so you're going to join into me yammering about Electrum, I think, and then I'll go into the rest of the explanation about, the fact that it's Feed the Beast Thursday and all that kind of fun stuff. I'm not sure what happened. It was a really good episode. It is a really good episode. You're about to watch it. So that pretty much does my little spiel here. But hope you guys enjoy as usual. And of course, we're going to the episode. Some more Feed the Beast. It's of course Feed the Beast Thursday because this will come out on a Thursday. I've yet to make that mistake and not. We're here just in the old forge room. I'm cooking up some Electrum because Electrum is important. We are a little lacking on it, so I'm making some. I'm gonna grab that gold out of there. And then we can get back to making clear glass, because, oh man, we're still out of it. And I would like to have more. But, yeah, things are as always quite good. Done a little bit of work, as expected, between episodes, like I usually do. Our cow farm, of course, is bananas and kind of animal cruelty, but we'll just ignore that for now. Oh man, the fertilizer... Oh, so good. So very, very, very good. We have got more wood than we know what to do with, which is kind of amazing. Kind of amazing. Between episodes, I had a revelation. A little bit. All this stuff that we've done, all this stuff we've built, all this tech, and not an ounce of magic. We've done nothing with any of the magic mods available in this mod pack. Well, we're going to set out to rectify that this episode, ladies and gentlemen. And there's a whole host of different magic mods to start with. And in the past, I've only really ever used Thumbcraft as been my go-to magic mod. I messed a little bit around with Ars Magica 2 at the end of last season. And in Agrarian Skies, I have put a little bit of effort into Blood Magic. I really want to touch on all of those as we play through this mod pack. And I was at a remiss. Where do I start? And I've thought to myself, what haven't I played with? And that was pretty much a short list. Witchery and Botanica are the two Magic Mad packs. I can't speak. Magic mods in this mod pack. There you go. That's what I wanted to say. That's what's available to us that we have never used before. I know Thaumcraft. I know Blood Magic more or less. And the other two, I know nothing about. And there are so many goddamn cats. I literally know nothing about them. And that makes me really, really interested to see what they're capable of doing. So we're going to do that. And in that vein, I've already made a room. But before we go over there, you'll notice that I'm experimenting with walls in here. Thanks to our friend Chisel 2 rather. These are laboratory walls. I don't love them, but I also don't hate them. I'm not quite sure. I actually like the marble. So I'm not quite sure whether or not I'm going to keep this. It was kind of a shot in the dark. But let me know if you guys actually like them or not. I don't know. My thoughts are mixed on that. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. Before we go that way, I did a few upgrades in here as well. You'll notice that we have more inscribers. We now have 4 total inscribers, and they've been set up using hoppers. Right? So we've got one for engineering, should be calculation, and that should be the logic with hoppers, because you can't, as you've seen, stack them in like to input, but you can automate the input. And for now, this is about as good as the automation is going to get. And of course, this one is for silicon, and then when to actually making the chips. There is no point in just keeping them as their base form. It's always better just to make the processors out of them. So you can see we've got 10 engineering, 32 calculation, and 38 logic presses. Because I've made a few of them and used them obviously to make some of the upgrades that we're using, as well as I have an interface in here now that's taking stuff directly out of all of these, because I've made 2 more pulverizers. So, how you doing? And of course these ones, I also have these 2 hooked up as well, just independent. So if we ever need an extra furnace or pulverizer for something, we have that available. Because sometimes SAG mill doesn't give us what we want. And I'm trying to do my best to keep the flint put where we want it. Beyond that, let's go downstairs. So this is working really, really well. I've upgraded again our power just to kind of showcase this. You'll notice that sometimes it does run a little bit of a negative, but it does even itself out. These guys are, of course, still storing power. We can now hold a whopping, I believe this is 10 million RF. Yeah, 10 million RF. I want to put another 2 of them in here just to round this guy out to a lovely 12 million. And we're outputting at only 1,000 to try and make sure that no matter what, we're still going to be running at a positive, largely because we'll be putting in more power than we're going to be taking out. But we're getting to a point where we're going to be saturating these lines, right? These only hold 5,000 a piece, right? Yeah, 5,000 RF. So once we get to 5,000, that's it. We're actually just like effectively wasting power. We will need to upgrade to these vibrant conduits at some point, but we might just keep the vibrant conduits for here, just for the energy out to maximize our input, and then use the standard ones out because we're not actually drawing that much power. For our quarry, we might run a separate line of the vibrant just for the quarry at some point, but that's really not anything for right now. You'll notice also I finally got around to putting stairs all the way down so that you can easily get up and move around in here. And let's quickly get rid of this night. I don't want to work in the dark. So, Botania. That's where we're starting. Now, Botania, if you may or may not have guessed already, deals with using, excuse me, oh god, deals with using plants, magical plants. So we've got all these guys we've picked up from various places around the world. I went on a hunt before so that I was prepared for today's episode. Mystical. We've got those. We've got the blue flowers, red. That's mushroom. I'm not sure what that's for. Pink and lime flower. So there's all these different flowers that we have access to, which I'm going to bring over. I don't have more chests, but that's okay. And I made this little greenhouse-like room up top here. I was, kind of figuring out where I wanted to put it, but this seems good. I am going to change the design at some point. I know that for a fact. I don't really like just the flat gray look. I'm likely going to put probably moss stone. Probably. I'm going to. I'll rephrase myself. I'm going to put moss stone. But I wanted a grass floor in here just to give it that kind of natural look. It is a greenhouse. We will replace all these and whatnot, and I'm going to do my best to hide the lights. But for now, this is what we've got. We've got like just this row of lights, kind of a greenhousey look, and yeah. So that's that. But how do we get started? One of the reasons I don't get into magic mods is because I feel they're really, really complex. Thankfully, we have this. I pointed to my screen. We have the Lexica Botania. This is the 190th edition, the guide to all your botanical needs. Elizabeth of whatever that is, Elizabeth. But anyway, the mod author. There is multiple different sections, which is fantastic, starting from your basics and mechanics to mana manipulation, functional flora, generating flora, etc., 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 etc. Natural apparatus. So there's all sorts of different things that you can make and look at using this, like mystical items. You want a living wood bow, rod of the depths, whatever the frick that is. How about tools? Is there? Nope. How about, there you go. Mana steel equipment. So you can make different things with these mana steel. How do I even make you? So we need to make mana, but that's all down the road. We need to look at the basics, and it covers all of it, which is fantastic. So you've got, I keep going, and it's driving me nuts. So you've got your Lexica Botania, and it tells you that Lexica, what they're doing and all the knowledge. You can shift right click on things, yada, yada, yada. Super, super useful. It gives you the breakdown on mystical flora. So flowers as far as they can see, which we've seen before. Hello, the field we're starting in. These flowers can be plucked from mystical petals. Super useful. They can be used for making magical instruments and plants alike. Right-clicking a petal on the ground will bury it, having it emit particles. These petals can also be crushed into floral powder, which functions much like any mundane piece of dye. So how do I do this? Plucking. Do I just do this in... do I just do it in my inventory? Oh, look at that. Okay, so why don't we just take those, because I know we're going to need these. And they're the different ones. Plucking petals. Mortar and pestle. Crafting the mortar and pestle. That's dyes. So you have dyes. Right-clicking with the floor powder on any wool or carpet. Oh, so you can use it as an actual dye. Oops, let's grab my water bottle and have a drink. So by mixing the floor powder with some bone meal, it's possible to create different types of fertilizer. Ew. The floor fertilizer will grow a small amount of mystical flowers in the nearby vicinity if you ever run low on them. That is super useful. We're going to need that. What else we got? So that's how you do it. So bone meal plus white floor powder. Doesn't really matter though, I think. Oh, like you can even use it. Oh, that is so useful. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. We're going to make this right friggin' now. Because we've got bone meal. And we have a shit ton of flowers. Thanks to our old friend, the flower field. Let's grab a stack of those. I am so excited to see how this works then. Oh, water was important. Okay. And grab a flack of flowers here. Let's grab tulips, and we'll grab white tulips. Why not? So we've got light gray dye. And then we've got, hold on, I'll make rose red. That's not the one. Right? Like, that's a thing that happened? Is this the way this is going to work? No. Using typical flower substance also. Oh, sorry, maybe I need... Perhaps I need to use yellow flowers. Do I have yellow flowers? That's a question. I have mystical yellow flowers. Can I just use straight up red? Well, fuck a duck. Or do I not have to... Can I do that not into my inventory? Shapeless recipe. Turning... Use typical flowers, substances to also work. Okay. But I did that. And it didn't work. Orange tulips. Let's try orange tulips then. Because it says shapeless, so I'm assuming that that actually means shapeless. Let's toss all these items in here. Let's see. Apparently you don't like that. Apparently you don't really want to do that for some reason. My kingdom for yellow flowers, man. Alright, well, we'll have to come back to that then. And that's to that. Okay, so there's all of that kind of crap. The fertilizing... Bone meal that can be made mainly by fertilizing a mystical flower. Okay, so the muscle taro variants of mystical flowers spread around the place. These can be shears, but can be used to obtain twice the amount of petals. They're a bit too big for dye, though. Alright, that's fine. They can be manually made by bone mealing regular mystical flowers. Good to know. And of course they make that. Oh, you can make a whole petal block. That's cool. Okay, so that's that stuff. Okay, in order for the botanist to create plant life that can do its bidding, one would need special means of infusing plants with mystical energy. Luckily, the petal apothecary does just that. And riddle me this, what do I do with it? Okay, so that's that. This block, when placed in the world, given some water by bucket, of course, will accept any mystical petals thrown in it and release their energies. Once one is set in the correct petals in, throwing some seeds in will finalize the process. Tossing in a full bucket will also fill the recipient with water. Okay. Quite a few plants can be made using this method. For more information, read functional flora and generating flora sections. Shift clicking the petal apothecary with empty hammer movement. Okay, that's good to know. Instead of water, it can do raw. Oh, you can make it in the incinerator. Okay, that's cool. Simple chip for those. That's just efficiency. Okay, so we're going to need a mystical petal, and then we're going to need some cobblestone stuff. Okay, so let's make this bad boy. I'm just going to grab... Let's use orange. Why not? So I'll make some slabs. And then... Oh, there's... Oh. Oh, that's so cool. You can actually dye them. Very interesting. Okay, so we've got that guy. So let's go on over. Oh, let's grab... I do have a bucket of water already. Look at me. Super smart. Okay, let's just plunk it down right there and give it some water. Or we could just dump water all over the ground. That's cool too. There you go. So that's our petal apothecary. It's here. And let's open this bad boy up again. Pure daisy. So the pure daisy is not only the most basic, but also the most important flower for us to have. Of course, this flower will purify any adjacent wood and stone, as seen in the next page, into their purified kind, living wood and living rock. That's important. We need that. So how does one make a pure daisy? I think we can be turned into twigs. This is netherrack. A few other blocks can also be purified. Well, still sand or ice into packed ice. Okay. So we'll need four petals. Okay. Alrighty. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we need seeds. Okay, that didn't work at all. Do I what? How do I do you? What do I? Oh, okay, I see. There's 2 in there now. 3, 4. Oh, okay, so you actually have to throw them. Okay, I'm an idiot. Alright, seeds. We need seeds. Which we should have in here. Oh, don't tell me we have no extra seeds. Oh, disaster. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait. No, that's flour. I want seeds. How do I get seeds? Shite. Do I seriously not have any extra seeds? That just seems like a gross oversight. Oh, I bet I can get them from the wheat farm. So we'll go over there. I love how crazy efficient this is now. Wrong. Hello, tree? I really don't need. I need to get underneath. Monk. Seeds. Give me 32 of them. Here, we'll get rid of this stupid tree we don't need. How are we doing? Oh, you're full already. Why am I? Here. Ow. That was unexpected and rude. But to be fair, I did just walk through the middle of the farm. Okay. I really need to make a staff of travel. And something to make me walk faster, because goddamn, this is slow. So we got the petals in there. And then... Bam. So, seed. Alright. So, can I plant it, and then what? Is that it? Is that Is that all I do? Okay. Or do I have to do it like that? So I guess I need... Okay, so hold on. Let's break that guy. I wonder how this will work. Okay, so I'll tell you what. I'm going to make a quick cut in the video here, guys, and then we'll come back once we have some living wood and living rock to show some progress. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back, and you can see now we have ourselves our first batch of living rock and living wood. Now, as you can see, it does only work for 8 blocks around it, but that's okay. That's fairly standard, I would think. I'm going to dump some stuff out of my inventory really quickly. Actually, no, that's a lie. I'm going to make a chest so that we have a chest just for here. Make this guy an iron chest. And then a gold chest. Thank you very much. Perfect. So we got ourselves some living rock and living wood. Now the question becomes, what do we do with that? That's a very, very good question, and I actually have no idea yet. I know that there are a lot of different things you can make from the mod pack. I know that there... Did I suddenly get more durability somehow? I'm not quite sure. There's a lot of different things you can do with the mod pack. The one thing that I'm kind of after is anything that can allow me flight and anything that allows me to have armor. Because as much as I like this steel armor that I purloined, there are better options out there. Let's grab, actually, my lumber axe, because I wonder if I can quickly do that. Oh, it does. Solid. That makes harvesting a little easier. I'm sure that would have worked otherwise. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to make some more. Oh, I'm out of wood because I put it away. So I want to make more of that, but first, okay, so we got that. Runic altar. So what the hell is this? So I went to the pedal apothecary, where clicking this block with an empty hand after a recipe completes, we'll place back the items used for master crafting. Yeah. Runes are extremely important components of magical devices in order to create blah, 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 to utilize it. Uh-huh. We will need mana, though, right? First, we're linking a mana sparrow to the altar, and right. Okay, so we will need... So we're going to need... We're going to need mana, and we're going to need a wand of the forest. That's the altar. And then you can make, like, different runes. Rune of air? What do rune of air do? I don't know. But anyway, alright, let's go back here real quick. So that's the runic altar. One of the forest, Black Lotus. What do you do? It is known, however, that it contains a strong amount of concentrated mana that can be released by putting it in the contact with a mana pool that already had... Oh. Interesting. How about there's flower punch, terror steel, warp. But what about mana? Mana manipulation, mana pool. Okay, so mana can be inserted into it by using a mana spreader, and any adjacent mana spreaders will pull mana from it. Any functional flowers required? Sure, but how do I fill it though? Therein lies the question. Functional flower. Daffodil? Oh, that's so cool. How about that's hopper chalk? Nope. And Endoflame. Is it Endoflame that was one of the ones I think Sony said? I don't quite know. Hold on, let's go. Endo. No. No. How? What is an exoflame? Unlike its generating counterpart, but okay, so hold up. Mana generating floor. Aha! Endoflame. Well, the Daybloom is all well and good, but not carrying more victory mana. The Endoflame will absorb any combustible items or blocks. Okay. how do I make an endoflame then? I need red, brown, and light gray. So that's how we make. That's how we're gonna make that. And then day blooms are gonna gather us the rest of these mana. Bad, good. Spread them out. Okay, good to know. But first of all, let's make this. Let's make some more living rock and wood. So I'm gonna mess around with this between episodes, but that's sort of the basics of Botania. You use flowers to do crazy stuff. If I wanted mana steel is generated by putting iron into a mana pool, and then you get mana steel out of it, which is pretty easy. How do you get terra steel? What's terra steel? Can I use terra steel? Basics. Magical alloy, blah, blah, blah. Conjuring, it provides a small task. For starters, to create it, one would require terra steel amalgamation plate. Checkerboard pattern of lapis lazuli blocks and living rock. Mana would need to be provided to this block. Spark would be the most effective way. But what? Oh man, we're gonna need a lot of rooms for that, aren't we? So we'd need mana steel to make terra steel anyway. So I'm guessing terra steel is more. Oh, I see. With a mana pearl and a mana diamond, and you get that. Mana terra steel. Oh, okay. I feel like that's a little above our purview, but I do want to make more oak wood. So oak. Grab those 44. Okay, so that's that. How do we make the wand then? That's another one we're going to need. I'm already really excited. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is going to be interesting. Okay, so we're going to 1, 2... And just like the last time, I don't know whether I actually mentioned it or not, but this does take about a minute. So while that's cooking up, let's take a quick gander at the Wand of the Forest. The wand has 2 modes, bind mode and function mode, blah, blah, blah. We will need to make living wood twigs, which is just... So we will need more living wood, won't we? Yeah, because it only gives us 2. We need 3. So that guy's going to need to go. Okay, what else do we want? Oh, it's like a mana pool. These goddamn cats, I swear. I should have picked somewhere that did not have witches, but what can you do? So let's make a mana pool here real quickly. Diluted mana pool, mana pool. Diluted mana pool. Oh, we need more living rock. Bugger. Well then, I'm going to make a bunch of this and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, we're back and we've got enough living wood. I just made our Wand of the Forest, but we're going to go ahead and make our mana pool here. That's our diluted mana pool. And I'm going to stuff it right there. So right now it's not really doing much, but we can quickly make a day bloom to finish this episode out. Let's go back here, generating day bloom. About 10 or a dozen of these should get the job done for now, blah, blah, blah. So how do I make them? What does it want me to use? The effect only applies to day blooms and nightshades. They also produce match to be... They don't... So an endoflame is actually probably the way to go. So we need what for the endoflame? Gray, 2 brown, and 2 red. So that's 2 brown, or 2 red, 2 brown, and a gray. Is that what it needs? Okay. There's a red, brown, gray. Oh, water. Shoot. I need water. I need to make an ever-flowing source somewhere. Easily accessible. Quick. Back up we go. Come on. This is why having access to something to make me fly faster would be very good. Okay, and just like before, We'll toss 2 of those guys in there. 1 of those, and 2 of those guys, and then a seed. And then a seed. Hey. What the hell? Brown mana petal. What the hell is a... Oh, no. Well, then. Guess we're not making the endoflames anytime soon. Well, that's disappointing. Well, then. Isn't that just a proper pain in the ass? Well, I guess that's going to end ourselves there. I'm going to have to figure that guy out between episodes then. Damn, that's aggravating. All right, well, that's the end of that, guys. As usual, if you like the episode, do leave me a like. It helps me out tremendously when you guys do that for me. I'm really, really excited to be getting into some Magic stuff now. Magic mods have always been kind of a hit and miss thing with me. I'm very much a tech person, but when they're interesting, like Botania or Thaumcraft, it kind of gets me going and excited about it. So we'll see where we can go with this. As always, if you'd like to see more work if I have done, do check the description box below for links. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will, of course, see you next time. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye!